After the bye week, we are back for the Kangaroo Coaches Corner. Chuck FM Radio, 102.5 and 88.5 FM. That's where you can hear Friday night's game against the Trinity Trojans, live from Kangaroo Stadium. When we come back after this from Mike's Westside Rental, we'll talk to the coach, Billy Mathis.
We all know Mike's Westside Rental is the place to go for everything from digging to dancing. But don't let the name fool you. Mike's Westside Rental in Weatherford is pleased to announce that we are now an authorized full sales and service dealer for Echo power equipment and Skag zero-turn mowers. That's right, Echo trimmers, blowers, and chainsaws are all for sale at Mike's Westside Rental. Now you can own the best yard equipment on the market with the industry's best 5-year consumer warranty. And while you're at it, mow your lawn with the best zero-turn mowers available, Skag mowers. Skag is the #1 choice of professional landscapers, but they also build a great line of homeowner zero-turns as well, for lot sizes from 1 to 100 acres. Be sure to check us out online at mikesrental.com and like us on Facebook for deals and giveaways. Or just come in and see us at 449 Southwest Rick Williamson Highway. That's Mike's Westside Rental.
Kangaroo Coach's Corner here on Chuck FM, brought to you by Mike's Westside Rental. We have Coach Billy Mathis with us, coming off of a bye week. And, Coach, when I saw Friday night the Haltom Trinity score, and I saw that Haltom whipped Trinity, it made me think about this coming week in a little bit different manner. And I don't know, did it make you think of it differently?
Well, absolutely. I was surprised also. Trinity's picked first in our district, and Trinity's Trinity. They're big, they're fast, they're one of the most physical teams I've ever seen. But after watching the game, Haltom, they rose to the occasion. They stepped up and punched Trinity in the mouth. They played Trinity football against Trinity. They caught a couple breaks and capitalized on them, and they went and won the football game. And it's just proof, at any point in any time in this district, anybody can beat anybody. This is how good of a district we have right here. So, yes, I was surprised, but after I watched the game film, Haltom did everything in their power to win that football game.
They deserve the win. Of course, Trinity is the opponent this coming Friday night for the Weatherford Kangaroos at Kangaroo Stadium. They had a kid run for over 200 yards in the Haltom game, and I guess that's one of the primary things your defense is going to have to prepare for.
Now, that's what Trinity does. They're going to line up. They're going to run the ball 80 to 90% of the time. They get in the huddle. They break the huddle fast. They get up there. They get into an unbalanced sets, and once they get to the line of scrimmage, they snap the ball immediately, and they're coming downhill. They're blocking down and kicking out with a lot of force and a lot of power. They've got 3 tailbacks back there that all are very talented. Their fullbacks now, their quarterback's very talented. He doesn't throw the ball a whole lot, but when he does, he's very accurate with his passes. But yes, what they do is they want to line up and they want to run the ball down your throat, and we just have to get lined up right and play hard and play fast.
We've seen Trinity Trojans in the NFL. We've seen plenty of them playing on Saturdays. Do we have any Division I type commits on this team you're going to play Friday night?
Right now, I believe number 3, their tailback, he is. I'm not sure about the other, but their 2 safeties and their middle linebacker really their heart and soul of their defense, and just fast and very physical with every play. When they hit you, they're trying to hurt you. There's no doubt in my mind, with what they do. They're coming down, and they're coming down with bad intentions.
Billy Mathis, head coach of the Kangaroos. Lynn Bearden and John Hinton do our play-by-play. Are they going to have a challenge on Friday night with some pronunciations?
Absolutely they are. Yes, sir, they sure will.
You got the Tongans and the others, and they're tremendous athletes. It's going to be interesting to see that on Friday night. You're off week. You're injury front. How you guys looking?
We're looking good. It was nice to have the off week to give a couple guys time to heal up, and it's just from the physicality of playing a football season. It's just nice to get that week of, we still practiced every day. We got out there and we got after it, but, a little bit different practice on an off week. We don't go out there and beat each other up nearly as much, so we can heal up. We go out there and we have time to work on fundamentals and, go and make sure we get our special teams and stuff locked up and go fine-tune some things with what we do. We had that extra, that extra time. But it was good. So right now we're all healthy. Everybody's going to be ready to play Friday night. So we're going to bring everything we've got to go make sure we go win this football game.
It feels like this year, more than any year we've had in several years, that the injury bug has left y'all alone for the most part. You're always going to have nicks. You're always going to have a few people coming out. But you seem to have a better – I don't know. I don't know if it's training, conditioning, or I don't know what it is. But do you feel that way, or am I just missing it?
No, absolutely. And it goes back to off season. I talk about off season all the time. Summer training. When you go and we do all the running and all the lifting of the weights that we do, it gets your body prepared for times like this. That's why we can't take any time off of not lifting. That's why we lift all season long. We lift 3 to 4 times a week during the season, just for the fact you're playing a physical, violent football game. And you've got to be strong, and your body's got to be flexible, and you get twisted and torqued in different ways. And when your body's not strong, your muscles aren't conditioned for that, that's when breaks and that's when tears happen for the most part. So absolutely, we put a lot of time and effort into what we did in the off season, and it's helped us, stay pretty injury free. There's still some ankle sprains and type of stuff that happen no matter what, but I do believe that it's all part of what we do in the off season.
Billy Mathis, head football coach at Weatherford High School. Speaking of injuries, one thing that's been on my mind the last couple of years, being a huge football fan, I get concerned sometimes about all the discussion about CTE, all the discussion about brain injuries, and I know that equipment changes have helped. I know that some rule changes have helped. How do you think that's going at the high school level? Are there rule changes that you would subscribe to that you think might help? Where do you think high school football is going when it comes to that whole issue?
I think high school football is on the forefront of it. Football gets a bad rap a lot of times because of concussions and stuff that happens, just because it's the most popular sport in the world. But if you want to go and look at any sport that's doing as much or doing more than any other sport about trying to help prevent concussions, football does. That's why they have all these rule changes, why they have these equipment changes. And they get a bad rap, but we've been talk about taking the head out of the game. We've been practicing that for years. We shoulder tackle, do all the different type of rugby style of tackling. We've been doing that for years.
We grew up face mask in the chest. That's how you tackled somebody, and you're saying that for several years you're not teaching that anymore.
Right, and it was a change. You're right, because we're going to put our screws right in the middle of their chest, and we're going to go in there and blow people up. And you can still do it. Yep. You just do it with your shoulder instead of your face. With my boys my own boys, they play football. I'm always worried about them. I worry about my team. We want to keep everybody as safe as possible. You don't want any kids to get concussions or hurt neck or anything like that. So that's why we had moved to it years ago of the rugby style of hawk tackling and all the stuff that we do. So yes, I think football's done a great job of changing the rules, and I'm all for the rule changes and stuff. You watch NFL and you watch some of the things that they do, and people gripe and complain, but this is talking about longevity and trying to help people stay healthy. So I'm all about the rules, and I'm all about staying healthy and playing football hard and fast and violent, but doing it in a safe way.
I'm looking forward to Friday night. It's a great opponent you've got coming to Kangaroo Stadium, but you're up to the task. We need the fans to show up and be loud on Friday night.
Absolutely. These boys have been working their tails off all season long, and we had this off week, and we had we got this plan together every week, and they're excited. They're excited for the challenge. They're excited every week. But I think when Trinity comes to town, because Trinity is Trinity, it's been amped up. Practice has been amped up this week. The boys have been flying around, and of course the weather's cold and rainy, and it's just it's football weather. It just get you going, and the boys have been excited about it, and I'm excited about it. I thank God every day I get this opportunity to be here in Weatherford with these young men, and I know for a fact we're going to bring everything that we have. We're going to bring our heart and soul into this game. We're going to do everything we can to win this thing Friday night.
One last thing. I assume you've been able to use your new facility a little bit this last couple of weeks, the MAC, as far as the wet weather. And has that been able to be a big help for you guys?
Oh, it's been an unbelievable help. It's been great. we've been in there in the morning. We get in there, and across countries, they've already been in there. They run in the morning around the perimeter while we're practicing, and we get out, and the band and the bells and anybody who's part of it has been able to have a chance to use this. It's been one of the greatest tools that we have. Absolutely.
Coach Mathis, look forward to Friday night. We'll talk to you next week. Thank you, sir.